to Broken Poetry Corner. So today I'm going to do another double poetry reading video today. So I'm going to be reading from Sunshine and Storm Clouds, and I'm going to be reading two sonnets today. One is called My Poisoned Heart and the other one is called I Found You Lurking There. I know I've explained this many times by now, but while I'm reading the poems I will put pictures of them so that you can read along, because I want these poems to be accessible for everybody. So without further ado, let's get started with our first sonnet of the day. Sonnet 1. My Poisoned Heart. My poisoned heart beats for your toxic love. This biting ache in my chest is here to stay as you haunt me in your own special way. With love as poisonous as foxglove, you told me it represented love when you planted it in my bouquet on our wedding day. On our wedding day, you, a buzzard, devoured me, a dove. I shouldn't love you after all you've done, but things have always gone to plan for you. Why would you leave when the fun's just begun? I tell myself this daily torture will soon be through, willing my trembling legs not to run as I watch the latest storm beginning to brew. Sonnet 2. I Found You Lurking There. I found you lurking there in the shadows, ego broken and shattered on the floor. I asked you to open a window, but you locked and bolted the door. I pulled you to your feet, you swept me off mine, and so we started to walk hand in hand. I took you past your limits, but you said I'm fine, because you could see our promised land. The days fell away with the last petal of the rose that led us to each other, that led us here to settle, where we never have to suffer for the sake of a tale as old as time, or another song as old as rhyme. Okay then, that was my two sonnets. So I'm going to do a little bit of explanation about what inspired me to write these. So I'm actually going to start with sonnet number 2, just because that's my favourite one out of the two. So sonnet 2 was written and inspired by Beauty and the Beast, and I tried not to make it too obvious, especially not towards the start, but towards the end the references to the last petal of the rose and the tale as old as time and the song as old as rhyme, I just thought I'd add those in just so that you could kind of get an idea of what I was inspired by. Okay, now I'm going to tell you a little bit about sonnet 1. So I actually had an idea for this after I wrote the first line. So when I'm writing poetry, I often go in without a real plan of what I'm going to write about, and I just form a poem around the first line normally. And this is what happened with this poem. So I wrote about my poisoned heart beats for your toxic love, and I thought it'd be a really cool idea to do about a really toxic, maybe not abusive, but toxic relationship, and the references to poisonous flowers in the wedding bouquet. I thought that would be a really cool idea to explore around how even at the marriage the problems just started from there. As I've said, my style of writing is very macabre and dark, so that comes through a lot in my poetry. As always guys, I do hope that you've enjoyed this video and these readings of my sonnets. If you want to see more poetry readings, then if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe and click on the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. But until then, I will see you guys next time.